Elder, I have important news.
So it's finally beginning.
Go assemble
Okay,
the
so
villagers.
it's not really showing me.
50 years ago, Kamura village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Malo. And we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Our hunter's about to face the biggest challenge yet! No! We can't lose this gate! Pull yourselves together! You're not getting in!
Let's go, everyone!
Go rampage somewhere else!
You listen to me now!
Here it comes! Watch out for the apex! Do not let it pass!
The rampage. How long do you think it's going to last?
1 second. We got this. Whoops.
Inoa, we should start preparations right away.
We're here to offer assistance. We must stop the calamity!
That was the latest trailer for Monster Hunter Rise from Capcom. How will our heroes fare against these ferocious monsters? Stay tuned for the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series, launching March 26th. Next, please take a look at this.
The fairway is open once again. Tee off in the latest installment of the Mario
can't
Golf
believe
series,
we're getting
coming
Mario
to
Golf.
Nintendo Switch. Study the wind and terrain. Take your time to think
I
things
gotta
through.
send this to Todd.
Then swing. Familiar Mushroom Kingdom characters on courses filled with lush, natural scenery. Use features on the greens, like a shot gauge, to see how your shot will curve due to slopes, and a scan that lets you examine a course's terrain. These features can help you
All right, I'm
ace
gonna
your
get this
shots.
going.
In addition to button controls, you can also use motion controls. By holding,
All
in
right,
addition to
that's how
button
we do it.
controls,
Like a
you
golf
can also
club.
use motion controls.
Gently
By
swing
holding
the
a Joy-Con controller like a golf
swing in
club.
the game.
Letting
Gently
you easily
swing the
enjoy
controller to have your
sensation
character
of
swing in the
golfing.
game.
Letting you easily enjoy the sensation
all
of
that-
golfing. On top of all that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf, including this one, Speed Golf. Here, it's always your turn. Everyone tees off at the same time, then you'll race through the course to reach your ball. Give it another whack to get it closer to the hole, then keep going. Those aren't the only things that your opponents to come out on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only things at play. Make use of dashes and special shots to beat the competition. Oh, did we mention story mode? As a Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie and develop
I'm
your golfing
actually
skills
really
while
liking
interacting with various Mushroom Kingdom
I-
characters. Level up with experience points earned during matches. Then, allocate points to different
I can
stats,
do anything
allowing
but
you to
these
develop your
Mario
character however
sports
you'd
games
like.
are too
You
much
can
fun.
also use your Mii
Better
in
than
versus
shit.
play. Put your golfing
They're
skills to
actually
the
a lot of
test
fun.
when Mario
remember
Golf Super Rush
Mario
swings
Tennis
onto
for
Nintendo
64.
Switch
That
June
was
25th. Pre-orders
fantastic
begin
of a
on
game.
Nintendo eShop after this
I'm not, like,
presentation.
Any sort of crazy.
The latest game in the
Sort
Mario
of
Golf series adds new
first of all,
gameplay
but,
for
like,
multiplayer
yeah,
modes,
they're
as
above
well
what
as
we
the familiar golf gameplay with easy-to-learn controls. Please look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Check out these games coming to Nintendo Switch. Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands. Play as the Hyperion lackey Reese and the quick-witted con artist Fiona as you set out to recover a mountain of cash. Set between Borderlands 2 and 3, this game includes all 5 episodes, filled with classic Borderlands humor. Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven narrative adventure. Embark on a wild ride when Tales from the Borderlands launches on Nintendo Switch March 24th. 32 of Capcom's most beloved arcade classics are coming to Nintendo Switch. Rewind gameplay, adjust game speed or difficulty, and select from a variety of display options to relive that sweet arcade goodness. Get 1943 The Battle of Midway for free, then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that
like
nostalgic
that.
itch when
I
Capcom
get it's
Arcade
free.
Stadium launches
I
later
shouldn't
today.
be complaining. Yeah, Stubbs is coming back.
Brains. As a zombie,
I don't know.
you just can't
I'm
get
so
enough
happy
of it.
about this.
In this
but
action
Stubbs
game
was
from
so good
Aspire,
back in
you'll
the
build
day.
your zombie
I
horde
am
and take
so about
revenge
it.
on the city by turning humans into your undead allies.
Yes!
Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your grisly mission.
remember my
This
parents
city ain't
when
no
mine
match
was
for a
ran out
dead
of
man.
friends and
Stubbs the
parents gonna
zombie
be like,
and
yeah,
Rebel
my
Without a
parents
Pulse
was
eats its way
about
onto
it.
Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders begin today
I'm
on Nintendo
actually
eShop.
so happy about that.
It's Travis Touchdown versus Assassins. Wait, aliens? Aliens have invaded Earth. Hold up, is this even the right game? Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken over and now host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate.
Here we go.
As the crass, beam
Alright,
katana-wielding
so
assassin Travis
I've
Touchdown,
never played one of these.
you'll need to
games. They
fight your
look
way to the top to
so-
save the world.
What's wrong?
But I do
Hey,
have to
hey, not so
say,
fast.
Like,
To enter each boss fight, you'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves.
this
Study their
actually
tactics
looks like
carefully to gain the upper hand in
a hell of a lot
combat.
of fun.
With a new and improved Death Glove, you'll have access to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match. The fate of the world is at stake, so get ready to kick some, whatever aliens have that you can
Akira
kick.
reference.
Anyway, it'll all make sense when No More Heroes 3 lands on Earth. Or, you know, Nintendo Switch, August 27th. Exterminate demons in heaven?
As above, so below. Why do they need assassins in heaven? To do someone's dirty work.
Good old Steve Bloom. I always love hearing him as people. He played like, he did Dempsey, Ken Dempsey, he did Spike, Spiegel. I could probably name more. I'm just like literally blanking right now.
It's kill or be killed.
But
You won't last
God,
long if
he's
you
like
can't rely
the
on
nicest
yourself.
person I've ever met. Literally like the biggest sweetheart in the world. As a human being.
God's judgment has nothing to do with it.
One day up here we'll have chat, but I need to figure this out. Like I'm learning all of this.
Uncover
I'm
Heaven's
not really
mysteries in
trying
neon
as hard
white,
as I
coming to
should.
Nintendo Switch, winter
But-
2021.
Oh,
The
I gotta let
DC
Amber know
superhero
this is
girls are here to save
coming
the
out,
day.
'cause,
Hi, everyone. My
I
name's
know
Barbara
that.
Gordon,
Emma's about this.
aka Batgirl. I'm always inventing new gadgets to fight crime, like my batarangs and Bathook. This is Supergirl. She's super strong and has heat vision, plus super breath. And let's not forget Wonder Woman, an Amazonian warrior who wields the lasso of truth. Along with our friends Green Lantern, Bumblebee, and Zatanna, we fight evil supervillains to keep our city safe. But we're not just about the super life. We also have our school lives, and trust me, there's never a dull moment at Metropolis High School. Sometimes it'd be nice to get out of class and do
Looks
some
like a decent
shopping
kid
downtown
game.
with my besties. Ooh, and maybe take some photos to share on Superstar Post while we're at it. Hey, I got a comment already. Nice. Ooh, and I definitely want to hit up Sweet Justice later. Uh-oh, something really bad is threatening the city. No one could have seen it coming, but when justice calls, you can
So-
count on us to answer no matter what.
there's a part of me.
Just gotta make sure no one figures out our secret
Granted,
identities.
I feel like they're waiting for all the big reveals at the end.
DC Superhero Girls
That's-
Teen
that's
Power
100%
heroically soars
on
onto
me, my
Nintendo Switch
opinion.
June 4th.
What?
Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
I thought this game was dead. Plants vs. Zombies. It's oh god, I don't know why this is refreshing as hell. Oh, it's probably just okay, yeah, it's probably a voice. This is just a fun game. This is just a simple ass phone game. Oh no!
Who will join you in your adventure? Hint, anyone can.
This is amazing!
Band together on a quest
They're
to
bringing
face
back the
evil and
game.
save faces. Miitopia is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Cast Mii characters in various roles across the kingdom. Turn your favorite people into your allies,
Stan.
or even make someone the nefarious
The
Dark Lord.
Lord sad.
Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure.
Oh, this is so
There's also a
fucking
new
cool.
wig feature, letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more
Dude, that's
fabulous.
so cool.
In the world of Miitopia, relationships are key. So consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can give you an advantage during battle. If your relationship's sour, though, things might take a turn for the worse.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I just saw somebody in the
Whoa,
comments say, why am I
you can have a
excited for
horse
this?
as an ally?
This
That
is
sounds
exciting.
pretty
This
darn
is one of those
good.
ones where it's like...
Care for it,
this-
and it'll
this
lend a
could
hand,
actually
or
be a
poof,
game
in
that
battle.
is insane for
Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted romp Miitopia. Coming to Nintendo Switch May 21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Alright, this was
Super
announced
Mario
a while
themed
back
items are
ago.
coming to your island. Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary themed items are coming to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game. Familiar items like the Super Mushroom and the Question
I
Block
still
can be
love
ordered
Mario.
in-game as furniture
So,
items.
I mean, this is really charming.
So place them however and wherever you'd like.
Wah.
You can also place
Not the
2
wah
warp
I
pipes.
wanted, but wah. Like,
Then use them to travel between locations on your island. Hey, why not try recreating the Mushroom Kingdom?
also, sorry for this starting late. I had to get off work. So.
A free update
There
for
was
the game
that.
launches February
The only
25th.
things that was announced in the beginning.
After
was,
downloading
like,
it,
Monster
Super
Hunter
Mario
Lost.
Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st.
A few things that we've already seen. They announced the Smash character.
Keep an eye on the official Animal
And
Crossing
then
Twitter
they-
account for the latest
The
information.
Smash character was, I think, the main character from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. If I'm correct.
We hope you continue enjoying life on your island.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not terrible. Like, so far, I genuinely feel they're waiting
How was
for
that?
the-
These
for everything
collaboration
to be,
items
like,
will be
start,
released
like, heavy
as part
hitting.
of the Super
And
Mario Bros.
Who
35th
knows?
anniversary
But-
events. Please wait a bit longer for their release.
I'm hoping,
Speaking of which,
while they're
last
talking-
week, we had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game. We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well.
I'm hoping.
Next,
I know we're probably not gonna
we
see
have another
anything.
game to show you.
I hope Star Fox gets an. What is this? This looks interesting. Ooh, RPG already. I can tell.
Somebody's like, "Brother, bullshit." There's.
He leaves us no recourse! Swords!
Never. Aesfrost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
You and no other must decide how we proceed.
I never played Octopath.
You are a
That's
leader
another one I
and
missed
must be
out
the
on.
beacon
I've
others
heard
look to when the night is darkest.
Together with these
if
fields,
this is not-
today you burn.
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely, every last one of us.
Good triangle strategy.
Far, far away lies the continent of Norzilia, comprised of 3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades later the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once again.
You are all that remains.
Caught in a tangled, fiery web of plots and conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
Like, I'm in. I did the whole conspiracy.
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with different elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon. The range can be extended by
probably doing some
attacking
shit
from
from Legend
higher
of Zelda.
ground with long-range weapons such as
Possibly
bows and arrows.
second
Thus, your
character
forces can
reveal for
use the
Smash.
terrain and other
I'm not 100%
elements to
sure on
gain
that.
the upper hand.
This would be one that
An
they
enemy
could,
outflanked
because
is susceptible not only to
It's
your
a
initial
longer,
attack, but also a powerful blow from the
direct-
ally positioned behind
But-
the enemy.
What have we here?
I'd love to see Star Fox come back from the dead.
Charge into an enemy
Same
to
with
send them
F-Zero,
flying
but
into position
I
for a
doubt on
follow-up
both of
attack.
those ends.
We win. Link attacks together by first
As
casting
much as I
ice
have a
magic
bunch of
on the
friends that wanna hear
flames
about
to
Metroid,
create
I
water
doubt we're gonna
terrain.
hear anything about Metroid. If we do,
Then
I'll freak.
electrify the area with
Because Metroid-
lightning magic.
Metroid's basically
It is of the utmost
into one of
importance to
those
survey the
games
battlefield
like how,
before taking action.
Half-Life 3. It's basically Half-Life 3 itself.
Throughout
Last
the
Guardian.
story, you
More like
will be
Last
faced
Guardian,
with
because
making
I still
important
see it coming
decisions in a variety of
Half-Life I've
situations.
given up on. Granted, Alex came out. I'm still waiting for another one. If they
Utility,
come out with another one, then
morality,
yes, Half-Life 3 is
liberty.
an inevitability.
Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction,
Especially
affecting
with
how
that
the
really
story
open-ended
unfolds and who will join your cause.
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Aesfrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that.
Project Triangle Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, will launch in
Definitely gonna have to keep my
2022.
eye out for
Please be
this
on the
one
lookout
looks
for more
pretty
information
good.
in the future. After this presentation, a demo version of this game will be available to download on Nintendo eShop. And in the future, we'll conduct a survey to gather player feedback. We look forward to hearing your responses on the demo.
Please look forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
Yeah, it is a Star Wars game. Are we getting... gonna guess. It's gonna be a battle royale. No.
Star Wars Hunters is a competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
All right, let's do this.
All right, Sal. Do I look at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take 1.
We all play for different reasons.
Korgan loved battle. Korgan used many weapons. Triple-bladed war axe, spear of misery, Hades' soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a
I'm so
hero.
confused at what I'm looking at right now.
Bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming
You got
longsword,
CS,
blade of
or
doom.
you got World of Warcraft CS.
Just once, I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick
And a really
some
well-drawn
serious
dollar
ass.
store peach.
Look, it's simple.
Korgan want new weapon.
In Knockout City,
Okay, this
Kung
looks
Fu
a bit.
Master.
Alright.
I can catch bullets. Come get some.
It's like dodgeball. This is actually alright. I don't know why I kind of.
Roger that, princess. Here.
Yeah, it's dodgeball.
Let's find out what sound your face makes.
It's dodgeball.
Be the ball. Be the ball. Catch me.
Roger that. Heads up, Your Highness.
Eat this!
Be the ball.
Lost it! Can't believe we're losing to a bunch of dairy farmers!
Oh, it's Kerrigan.
Okay, team.
Oh.
They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Hey, can we redesign our characters? You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show!
Pass to me.
What? Interview's over? Oh, come on, man, one more game.
The fight for survival starts now.
Hang on tight, because you're all going to play a little game of
Oh, this
fate
has to
for
be
me.
made by.
From the creators of the Danganronpa and Zero Escape series comes a fight for your life, literally. Disoriented and trapped in an underwater theme park, the 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
I don't want to die yet. Sorry to say.
I'll be honest. I thought this was gonna be a Game Freak game.
It's
It looked-
canceled.
The
I'm
game is
probably-
suddenly
yeah,
called
it,
off.
It looks like Pokemon.
You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
The one behind the whole game of fate!
As you make your way back home to Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming up with the group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival begins in World's End Club,
I probably
venturing
won't
onto
play it, but I
Nintendo
mean, it looks
Switch,
charming.
May 28th.
Hades! Hades!
Wield the powers of Olympus with the physical release of Hades. Hades, the critically acclaimed dungeon crawler and recipient of multiple Game of the Year awards, is getting a physical release on Nintendo Switch. This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your journey out of the underworld. The first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack. It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb, known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion. The second is a 32-page full-color character compendium featuring portraits of the game's vibrant cast of gods, ghosts, and monsters, all by Supergiant's art director, Gen Z. And let's not forget the game itself, offering dozens of hours of exhilarating action paired with a compelling story. Escape the underworld again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th.
Okay.
3 deadly
All right.
action games, 1 masterful
All right,
collection.
100%. The next thing's gonna be
Ninja
another
Gaiden
Smash
Sigma.
Deal. There has to be.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2
You have to do this.
and Ninja Gaiden 3
There's
Razor's
no
Edge
way.
are coming to Nintendo Switch as the action-packed Ninja Gaiden Master Collection.
With all the leaks that's come out, you guys releasing Ninja Gaiden on this console just
You
kind
are
of
the
screams
legendary
into my
ninja
face.
Ryu Hayabusa,
Don't
fighting against a
disappoint.
great evil with battle skills that are second to none. Wield an arsenal of killer weapons, each offering a playstyle with different set of lethal skills, along with ruthless ninjutsu to swiftly take down enemies. Quickly gauge your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied combos.
Right after this.
And team up with
smash
other super
reveal.
ninjas in your quest to fulfill your destiny.
Waste our time with like the
All previous
transition card.
downloadable
Just
content,
roll
including
into it.
costumes and game
Just
modes, are
roll
included.
into it. Come on. I don't know
Revel
why I
in
thought
the
that was
intensity of Ninja Gaiden in one dynamic collection.
Do it.
Ninja Gaiden Master Collection slices
Oh
its
my
way
God,
onto
am I the
Nintendo
only one
Switch
that's actually
summer
thinking it?
2021. More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity.
Oh, they're making DLC? I like this game. I had a bunch of friends who complained about it because it wasn't Breath of the Wild. But I mean, you should go in immediately knowing that this is a Dynasty Warrior style game, and knowing that it's not going to be the next part. Like, yes and no, but like, it's not going to be the next part for Breath of the Wild. Wave 1, expanded roster, newly added weapon. Shit, I didn't get to read that. Damn. Also, I have this, like, 5 seconds behind what's showing.
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch.
So I kind of see what's actually
Bravely
showing
Default
up.
2 is almost here. Four
also
Heroes
wish I
of
knew
Light
how
will
long
soon
we were
embark on a journey to
bending
restore the
things.
crystals.
We're-
Use the job
we're
system to
getting
develop
close
your
to the end of
characters
this. I
and
haven't
master the
seen
brave and
anything
default
for Legend
commands
of
to emerge victorious in turn-based battles.
Other than
Veterans and
Age of
newcomers to the
Calamity,
series
but I
can
mean,
enjoy this
shit.
brand new story on February 26th. A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed following this presentation. The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An updated demo is also available. The latest installment in the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to life. As the brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters across challenging stages within the Demon Realm. Local co-op play is also available for the first time. Help Arthur in his quest with one of 3 supporting characters: Barry for defense, Carrie for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. 8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi world with any of the protagonists, each with their own stories. With the addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus, Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th. Apex Legends is storming onto the Nintendo Switch system. This free-to-play battle royale features a growing roster of powerful contenders named Legends, strategic combat, cross-platform play, and more. All players on Nintendo Switch can get an all-new legendary Pathfinder skin and 30 free levels for the Season 8 Mayhem Battle Pass. Plus, for the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
Here we go. Announcing heavy.
How's it going so far? There's still a little bit more to show you in today's Nintendo Direct, so we hope you'll stick with us. Next, please take a look at this.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game.
Come on.
Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now.
I don't
We
care.
apologize.
I know what
Development
you're
is
here
proceeding
for.
smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year. For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
But this is for waiting. Here it
While
comes.
you're all waiting, however,
Yeah.
this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
Skyward Sword. Woo! Yes. 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 Bring more Legend of Zelda to Switch. That's all I want. Literally, that console. Yes.
god, and I hope the forward motion controls aren't in it. But god, I'm so ready. I am so ready to play more Legend of Zelda. Yes. Yeah! Oh my... That's not all you have. Don't act like that's all you have.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game.
And I also, like, with all the backlash of the motion
The Joy-Con
controls,
controller in your left
them
hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick. Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
Oh, I need
Here's something else we've been working on.
Holy crap!
Specially designed Joy-Con controllers. The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif.
They're
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself.
Still buy them, I don't care.
We hope that people who played the original game on Wii and those playing it for the first time will enjoy discovering the origins of The Legend of Zelda.
Those controllers.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th. Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release day at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran. Even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
Oh, I'm done. It's Legend of Zelda. Easy.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
I hope we get more than that, because I know...
Well, what did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick. Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
Splatoon. What? Are they making a survival game? They're making a survival game? Wait, I'm not gonna... Hold on, I'm not gonna...
This could be Battle Royale. This could be Splatoon going Battle Royale. 100% Splatoon 3 though.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later
Not
time.
as interested. I never
Today,
changed the name
we
of this.
showed
This
you
is
a
still
sampling
Call
of
of Duty.
games coming to Nintendo Switch.
The
A
worst
variety of
streamer
games
ever.
are in development. And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Okay, so my thoughts. Super lackluster for them saying they're coming back strong. There were a lot of games that I thought were very, I guess you could say, like they were decent. The most hyped I've probably been for one of these is or out of all the games, probably Skyward Sword's easily the one that I'm excited for the most. Smash reveals have felt lackluster as shit lately. One, because we just keep getting sword fighters. I feel like that game is nothing but sword fighters, mainly all of them being Fire Emblem. I'm glad we did get somebody, another Xenoblade Chronicles person, or rep, because it kind of sucks seeing all these other IPs get shit like Fire. Like I'll throw Fire Emblem under the bus every time. There's no reason that there's that many Fire Emblem characters that mirror the same moves. But yeah, no, I totally about this. Wish there was more. I still can't believe they haven't said anything about Metroid. I know that Metroid had like some bad development shit happen, but I mean, shit, still, like, there's like nothing on that. I still think we're gonna get an anniversary live stream from them once it gets closer to the date for Legend of Zelda. But also, it's hard to see which one they're going to cater to, solely on the fact that you have shit like, I believe it's the 25th for Pokemon, and then also I believe it's the 25th for Metroid. So it's one of those things where they could kind of go anywhere this year. I hope they go Legend of Zelda, but I also, it's like, I just love to see some progression from other stuff. Like, granted, like, indie games are great, but we can't act like we're sitting here going to Nintendo for indie games, because you can play most of these on PC, other consoles. It's mainly, I just like, I want to see more stuff from Nintendo. Like, I want to see more Nintendo IPs. I want to know what Mario's doing next. I want to know if we're getting an Odyssey 2. Speaking of Mario Golf was one that I was excited about. Oh, it's gonna start this. Hold on,
the speed, climbing skills, and claws of a cat. Now you and Mario have the paws and the power to tackle this adventure.
Okay, but yeah, we're just gonna chill, small screen, hey, how's it going? Okay, but yeah, no, like, literally, it's been a while since I've been excited for what Nintendo has put out, just because, like, fan-wise, it's like, I see so many of, like, Nintendo fans wanting certain things, and then literally, like, none of that happens. If I had $1 for every time I heard Rare Replay was coming to Nintendo, I wish. I would cry if Banjo was back on Nintendo. Like, done. You have my money. But I'll probably be pre-ordering Skyward Sword and those controllers. Hopefully there's more to come out from this year's kind of... This year and last year's kind of lackluster stuff when it comes to, like, new video games. It's just, like, I feel like nobody's put out anything really that great in the last, like, 2 years. So, fingers crossed for more new things. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here. You guys have a good one.